Welcome to the Best Family on the Block podcast, where a mother and her two daughters talk about love, life, and everything in between. Episode 6, Meet the Men. This week we have all of our husbands joining us. Say hi.
Yay!
You sound so enthusiastic.
This is going to be fun.
We have my husband, Austin.
Hey.
My husband, Andrew.
Hi.
And the patriarch of this crazy loony bunch, my husband, Dad.
Dave.
You have
David.
to talk.
I was waving.
We're on a Zoom call right now, so we can see each other, but we're not video recording. So we're going to start out with our recommendations like we normally do. So recently, Austin and I, more so me than Austin, have cut gluten and dairy. And I found the Skinny Pop buttered popcorn that is gluten and dairy free. I'm not sure if it's vegan. I think it is. I don't remember. Do you remember?
Well, if there's no dairy and there's no gluten.
How is it butter?
Oh, I guess so. You're right.
It's not.
It's a dairy
It's a
free
flavor.
butter flavor.
It's a chemical.
It's like your white cheddar.
It's like, I can't believe it's not
like your
butter.
white cheddar popcorn.
But that's actual cheese though.
Like,
Yes. No, the first ingredient is cheese
it's like your Velveeta.
in the white cheddar powder.
That has,
No,
Velveeta.
it's not.
Velveeta is
It's
also cheese.
product.
which has cheese in it.
It's not real cheese.
But it does
Okay.
it does have dairy.
But it's
in
not
it.
dairy-free.
Dairy free.
It has milk in it, but it's not cheese.
Right. Oh my
Edit
gosh.
this out, please, because this
Anyway.
is ridiculous. We're arguing over.
The Skinny Pop buttered popcorn is really good. I think it's only like 30 calories for 1 cup of popcorn. So it's really good. Austin, do you have any recommendations for this week?
If you're gonna get married, Loran is
Aww.
your
Aww.
wife.
Sucking up already.
Say that.
That's
I
what she
didn't.
tells us. If you're in the Houston area, Gallery Furniture, it's good couches.
Oh yeah, we got new couches
Nice.
today.
So my recommendation is, I could not think of a recommendation to save my life. I'm not as innovative, I guess, as Lorraine and Morgan. So I asked the girls, I'm like, give me a suggestion. And so I am going to recommend the mascara that I have been using. It's called Bad Gal Bang, and I get it from Ulta. It's made by Benefit. I really like it because it's not waterproof, but it is water resistant. And I feel like it makes my eyelashes really long. And I know it's a really lame recommendation, but it's a mascara.
It's not lame.
That's not lame.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
people
it.
really
I
like
think
that
it's
It's a
mascara.
really good
more, but-
mascara. Yeah.
My recommendation is a show called Nightfall. If you've watched, what was the other show that we just watched?
The Last Kingdom.
Last Kingdom. If you like Last Kingdom, you'll like
Or
Nightfall.
Vikings.
It's more like Last Kingdom, but better.
And this can be found on.
Netflix.
My recommendation this week is I've been watching a lot of skincare YouTubers. So my recommendation is to get to know your skin and create and stick to a skincare routine because it is never too late.
Skincare by Hiram.
No, actually, James Welsh is who I've been watching, and also look into K-Beauty. I found a lot of stuff on yesstyle.com, made a big order, and we have lots of stuff coming in. I'm getting Andrew into it because it's never too late to start looking after your skin and start looking younger already. Andrew, do you have any recommendations?
I'm woefully prepared for this.
What about your chair? You got a new chair yesterday.
I'm digging in a chair, but
Ooh.
His old chair broke, like really
it
badly
did
broke.
kind of break.
It broke bad.
Did you get a fancy chair or just like a normal office chair?
I mean, depends your definition of fancy.
Is it like a gamer
What's the
chair?
brand?
No, it's just this called a steel case leap. They're higher end, but they're not like gamer chairs. Like businesses buy them to put them in their office.
It's just a normal office chair kind of thing, but
It's a higher end office chair. It's not like
Where did you get it from?
just some there's this furniture store near us that they like sell used office
nice.
furniture.
Okay, so we are going to kind of go in like a round robin question interview style thing. So we're going to ask questions and the guys are going to answer the questions. And some of them are silly, some of them are serious. It's kind of a mix of both. So
I will ask the first question and you guys can jump in and answer it however you want. What was your first impression of the family?
I guess this question is more so for Austin and Andrew.
Probably more for Austin and Andrew, yeah.
I mean, you guys, they think they're crazy, but I was like, it's so quiet here.
Why is it so quiet, Andrew?
I am the oldest of 6, and then just a house with 2 relatively grown children. I was like, wow, there's like not screaming all the time.
Yeah, the youngest right now she just turned 9. So.
And this was 7 years ago now?
Yeah, 7 years ago. So I first met his family when she was like just turning 2 years old. So it was quite a loud home.
Yes, and they're from New Jersey, so they know how to be loud.
Exactly. But they're a very loving family.
They know how to have a good time. And I remember my first impression of you, Andrew, was that, yes, you were very quiet. And Morgan and Andrew's first date was at Jason's Deli, where Dad and I were with friends of ours. And Andrew, do you remember Dad took your sandwich?
Yeah, and I was just like, it was just kind of par for the course for me.
Yeah.
So like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, his dad
like,
likes to play
okay,
jokes all the time.
Take it.
The waiter came by and he's holding it out, and I just grabbed it and put it in front of me.
And Andrew, he was just going, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, he's so sweet. He's not, Austin, what was your first impression of this?
When was the first time you met them?
Was it when we made sausage?
At your wedding?
Yeah, right.
No.
When we made kielbasa?
Oh yeah, when we make we say kibasi, even though it's pronounced kielbasa. Our family says kibasi. Don't come at us.
Because we will.
So we home make it every year for Christmas, and you came over to come help make.
Was that in January?
Yeah, because we made it after Christmas.
Yeah, I was going to say
past year.
it was after. It was probably in January.
Well, I came over and we made the sausages. I remember casing them. I was like, oh, I guess this is cool. And then your dad cooked me some that and I was like, oh, this is really good. So I was like, they can cook. They seem like I haven't made their daughter super upset yet. I guess it'll work out.
What?
Dad hasn't shot me. This is awesome.
Okay.
Did Dad attempt the whole like cleaning my gun thing with Andrew at one point?
I think he said he always wanted to do that and then didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think you were actually cleaning your guns one time.
It was like
and I was
legit.
just like, okay, because my dad has enough guns for a small army.
Exactly.
You have enough people in your family for a small army.
That whole let me show you my guns doesn't really work in Texas.
You got to understand, Andrew's family is a small army. So. But I guess I could talk about my first impressions of you guys.
Yeah.
So just the fact that when we did meet Andrew for the first time, that he was willing to kind of go along with my little gag. I mean, it seemed pretty cool, and he made my daughter happy, so that was good. And
Sometimes
they are a perfect match. I mean,
He puts up.
I couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law for Morgan. No, and I couldn't ask for a better son-in-law for Loran either. I mean, I am a very blessed man to have these two gentlemen as my sons-in-law.
Don't start crying now.
Yeah.
We are very, very blessed. You guys picked winners on both sides.
We did.
Yeah.
You're
Pretty
pretty
cool.
awesome.
Thanks. You're pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
So.
Whoa. He's got to give his first impression of him and me.
Oh yeah.
I remember you coming over to when we were making the kielbasa, but I don't remember much about it other than that you were willing to help out. So if you know.
Yeah.
I remember when I first met Austin, he was wearing a U of H sweater or sweatshirt.
My hoodie. Yep.
And we were talking about baseball a little bit. And I just remember you have a very gentle quality about you. And you were, I don't know if you were trying to hide it, but you were so smitten with Loran that I was like, oh, he has fallen hard. I knew you were the one. And I knew Andrew was the one, probably that first date.
So I think actually one of the first big memories I have of being around Austin, I don't remember if it was it was when we worked on your car.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was willing to get his hands dirty, and he was willing to figure it out, and he was willing to take some direction. So I was impressed.
Which is code for you let him boss you around.
I didn't boss him around.
Yes, sir.
He was teachable.
Okay. Boys, what made you like us?
Tan lines.
In December.
Well, okay.
Please
Austin and I
explain.
met online, and there was a picture that I had on my online dating profile that when I was at the beach, and you could see my tan lines because I was wearing an off-the-shoulder shirt.
And I guess Austin is a sucker for tan lines?
I mean, yeah. I got married because of it.
Andrew, what made you attracted to Morgan?
I don't know.
He's had a night to prepare for this. He's had a whole day for these top questions.
I don't know. She was fun to talk to. And she was cute.
She was cute.
She is cute.
I was about to say was, dude.
Did I say was?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, she was at the time, and she still is. It's not mutually exclusive.
Aw.
Okay, Dad. Appropriate. Well, okay, hold on. I have a question. So we have talked about how you two met for the first time before on our first episode.
Yes.
With the microphone, Mom was holding a hairbrush pretending to be a microphone.
Yes.
Is that when you first thought she was attractive, that you would marry her?
Nope.
No. I thought she was strange. I thought she was weird. I'm like, I guess I'm not a theatrical type person.
No, really?
Not at all.
I just want to point out we're still using the was word.
So when she came up and tried to interview me, I don't get into that role play kind of stuff, so it was just very strange for me. And it wasn't until a couple of weeks later when we were hanging out and I really started noticing her. She used to wear these black boots and tight jeans, and she had long blonde hair. And she's as beautiful now as she was then.
Oh my God.
So for everyone except for Andrew has said how we looked was what first attracted you. I mean, yeah, but Andrew was
dating profile, wasn't
Andrew, it was more important that she could carry on a conversation because he's quiet and he needed someone that's chatty.
When we prepared for this last night, he was like, I don't know, you were a zombie?
Spoken like Andrew.
Realistically.
Well, that was from the heartbeat thing.
Yeah. I've explained how we met before.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, realistically for Loran and Austin, physical appearance was the first attraction because you guys met online.
Well, I mean, there's other caveats. It's not like I was just yes, no, just based on who they were. If they praised the earth gods or something, I wasn't even gonna mess with it. But part of my draw was that she was a Christian and that she was also a teacher. So I knew that she was. I mean, she's teaching second graders, so she has to be kind.
Yeah.
But
and have a lot of
patience. At the same time, our beliefs aligned even before I even wanted to talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ours was similar. I mean, we met at church, so we knew our belief systems were very similar. And still are.
Yeah. And your family was crazy and I loved it. They
weren't crazy. They were just loud.
but I came from a very small family. It was just my sister and I, and my sister and I were the oldest, and so our family get-togethers were not as boisterous as Daddy's were. And I remember, the first couple of family dinners that they invited me over to, there were Daddy's the oldest of four, and I remember sitting at dinner, and listening to all of them have 3 to 4, sometimes 5 conversations at the same time, and being able to keep up with each conversation at the same time. And I was blown away, and I was like, this is fun. And he had sisters that are my age, so his family was a lot of fun.
What's the biggest pet peeve that we do? Or the biggest pet peeve that you have that we do? That sounds better.
Dad doesn't have a pet peeve, so we can.
Oh, okay.
More like Mom doesn't want to know what it is.
She knows. So usually around 9:45, after I've been in bed for about 15 minutes, Mom will come to bed, and I'll be laying, almost falling asleep, and she'll snuggle up and she'll say, "Why do you love me?" And so, and I know you guys are going to get into love languages at some point, and my love language that I show love with is acts of service. I do things and I give gifts, and I do that a lot for Mom. So that's how I show her that I love her. And she is the type of person that needs to hear it all the time. And unfortunately, after 27, 8 years, I haven't learned that I need to say it all the time. So
that's your biggest pet peeve. Okay.
I do love you. I will always love you.
Oh.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Austin, what's your biggest pet peeve?
You leave stuff in dishes all the time. So, like, it doesn't matter if it's water or, like, you've got these big, like, insulated cups that you can't see through that you, like, pour, like, a chai latte into and then let it sit. And then I have to open it and clean it and smell it.
I know. I'm sorry. I also leave the cabinets open.
That's the truth.
I don't close them.
Andrew, what's your biggest pet peeve of Morgan?
Mine is similar. She just doesn't clean up after herself as well as I would like all the time.
Yeah.
It can include those things, although she does close cabinets.
That's funny.
What if we didn't have cabinets? So you
Or like
couldn't leave them,
no doors on the cabinets.
doors, yeah. No cabinet doors. So
But then you
couldn't
can't
leave
like.
them open.
Well, then everyone could see everything that's in the
You
cabinet.
just have to keep everything like nice and neat.
You'd have to keep,
Not my bowls.
Not stealing, but just like they'd have to be tidy all the time.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because all her dishes are in the sink. So
That's true. That's actually not true.
That's not true right now. Well,
Not all the dishes.
No.
I've been
so I cook and Austin does the dishes.
and in our house
let it
it's
be
the
known.
opposite.
She uses every dish in the
So
house
does
to
her
cook.
father.
That's not true. That's not true. I use like 2. You just don't keep up with it fast enough.
I don't know.
So then I have to use all the dishes.
Dad,
I use like
Dad
6
uses
cutting boards every time.
Dad uses every pot and pan known to mankind. Oh,
You know
but
what?
it's okay. He cooks dinner.
I was going to say, you know what? It makes it taste better.
Oh, is that what it is?
exactly.
You're not as bad with that. You can be sometimes.
I've been slowly getting better with cleaning up as I go when I cook. Because I try to be the one who cooks dinner mostly.
Dad's pretty good about that. He's gotten a lot better about cleaning as he goes.
You don't leave open ingredients all over the counter anymore, which is good.
So how would you say that you have seen your partner grow in the time that you have known them? This is a deep question.
I was going to say, that's a heavy question.
So for Loran and Austin, you guys haven't been married that long, so you may not.
I know how I've grown myself.
Well, I also have known her longer than us getting married, so there's that too.
But how have you seen me grown? How have you seen me grow the most since we've been together?
your capability to like appreciate love.
Okay.
And like when we first started, like like hugs and kisses or whatever, but a lot of the times you wanted to be left alone and you didn't like me to like touch you or like
Yeah, I'm not a physical touch person.
like now you accept whenever I try to like sometimes I just want to give you a hug and give you a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And before, like you were like, I don't know about that, just because like you didn't like physical touch, but like now you're just that much more receptive to love than you were before.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But you were perfect before that. So.
Oh, thank you. Andrew, how have you seen Morgan grow since you've been together in the last
17-year-old
7 years?
child to a now almost 25-year-old adult.
Quite a bit, I guess, in the literal growing up. I don't know. I can't think of anything like specific, but we both have definitely matured a lot more.
That's the good thing I like about our relationship is that I feel like we've kind of grown up together.
Yeah.
Because we started out as big children, and then we grew up together in our relationship, and it's made us cute and adorable and better.
Dad?
In 2 cents or less.
Yeah. Dad, how have you seen Mom grow in the last almost 30 years of marriage?
Almost 28 years.
Okay.
Not quite 30.
It's almost 30.
Round up.
You're closer to 30 than 25.
True.
She's definitely more confident now. She stands up for herself. She's more confident in herself. She doesn't really let anybody push her around anymore. I mean, we were kids too when we got married. We were in our early 20s, so we've both grown. Just to see her as a mom, the way she developed over the years, and the way she matured that way. I mean, she did a great job raising you two. And,
I agree.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay. Here's a silly question.
Let's put some fun in here.
Okay. What is our shoe size? What's my shoe size?
9?
Nope.
8?
Nope.
4?
Andrew, do you know? And Morgan, you're not allowed to tell him. Andrew, what's Morgan's shoe
Do I have
size?
giant feet?
9 or 10.
I don't know.
Oh,
Woman.
Are you so off?
No, I couldn't tell you what shoe size I am right now either.
You're a 10.
Yeah, but isn't a 10 women's way smaller than a 10 men's?
Yeah, but a 10 women's is ginormous.
Oh,
No
really?
offense to those people that have 10 size feet. Big feet are cool too.
what size shoe do I wear,
If
babe?
10's ginormous, then you're like a
So
Let me just say that the three of us all have the same sized foot, correct?
9.
Mom is an 8 wide or an 8.5 regular.
This man knows me.
Who do you
I'm an
think
8.5.
picks her shoes out?
I'm 8.5.
Oh.
That's like very average.
You guys aren't 8.5.
9.
You're not 8 wides, right?
No, not 8
No.
wide. Mom has wide feet.
No.
Loran has
Both
very
of us
narrow feet.
have narrow feet.
I don't even know what shoe size I am right now, though.
You're
either.
10.
Am I?
Yes, you're 10.
Okay.
That's why he thought you were a 10, Morgan, because he's like, well, I wear a size 10. Her feet look about the same size as mine.
No, they don't. His feet are huge.
They're about the
I
same
have
width.
small, dainty feet.
Yeah, okay.
I also have, like, I don't know.
You have normal size feet.
Do I?
Yeah.
My foot's not that much bigger than yours.
They're very much bigger than mine.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, I have a fun question. If us girls could eat one food for the rest of our lives, what would it be?
Chicken franchise.
For Mom.
Yeah, for Mom.
For me.
Well, Loran would be.
Hold on. Austin has to answer it.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, but he might have a guess too.
Okay.
He knows you.
All right. What are your guesses, Dad?
She would be cheddar cutlets.
He's doing your birthday dinners.
I know.
And Morgan's probably the same, cheddar cutlets.
Mm-mm.
No.
Broccoli
No,
cheese
what
rice
was Morgan?
casserole.
Oh, that's so
Just
similar.
cheddar cutlets with rice. and
Without chicken.
no chicken.
Without chicken.
Yeah.
In a casserole form.
No chicken, no cheese.
No, cheddar.
cheese.
It's broccoli cheese rice
There's
casserole.
like 8 cups of cheese in
Oh,
it.
I was thinking of your new diet. can't.
That's me.
If you're gonna have it now, you can't
Oh.
have it with the.
Austin, is that what you would say?
I don't know that I would say cheddar cutlets anymore.
Nah.
Probably not.
Right now, there's like 3 different things that I could go with. The red gummy worms.
But that's the only food I can eat for the
you'd eat
rest
it
of my life?
100%. Yeah.
No.
I made those steaks that one time. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Austin can make a mean steak, and I could eat that for the rest of my life.
Yes, he can.
Can attest to that.
Yeah,
Except
I
for-
changed my answer.
I don't know if you can afford that for the rest of our life, but
Morgan changes her answer to steak. I don't know why we didn't think of steak before.
Yeah,
We used to call Morgan a carnivore.
Yes, our little carnivore. Andrew, what would you say Morgan's food
Well,
would
steak
be?
is definitely a high answer.
Mhm.
Or IHOP pancakes.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Or burritos from that one Mexican place.
There is a place that I brought Andrew to, and they have the best burritos ever. It's so delicious. They also have, they're called asada fries. So they're French fries with asada meat on top and then melted cheese, and you can get it with pico or guacamole. I like neither of those, and they're just delicious and amazing, and it's really good. Texas is good Tex-Mex food. What can I say?
I like neither of those.
I don't like guacamole or pico. Sue me.
so if I was gonna have one food for the rest of my life, what would it be?
Steak.
Oh.
Ooh.
Steak that
Ooh.
I made you. Yep.
That would be a close second.
Oh, really? Nice.
Homemade pierogies.
Or kielbasi.
No,
What?
Mama Lombardi's pizza,
That is so good.
I'm close second to Mama Lombardi's pizza.
dude.
Yeah.
Never even had Mama
I
Lombardi's
know. That's what I'm saying.
pizza.
all I hear about is Mama Lombardi's.
It's so good.
So when I was a young person growing up and I was working, so my mid-20s, every day for lunch I had pizza not from Mama Lombardi's, but I had pizza for lunch.
But that was back when you could get a slice of pizza for $1, you
Yeah.
know, and then a
Mhm.
drink for, 50 cents or whatever.
By the way, all of this is in New York, where pizza is actually good.
Yes.
If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? The steak?
No, that's not steak.
I don't know what your favorite sushi.
Ooh, a good
I don't
sushi.
know.
Yeah, what would your favorite?
I don't know. You eat everything.
Yeah, sushi and steak are probably up there,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Maybe some sort of grilled fish, like mahi. It's pretty good, or like a grilled salmon, where it's like perfect in the middle,
Blech.
medium rare.
Yuck.
No thanks.
No, not medium rare for fish. Fish has to be completely
For
done.
salmon?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It has to be completely done.
No, it
Otherwise,
doesn't.
it's gross.
Okay, Andrew. Or Morgan, I should say.
I don't know. He doesn't really have like a favorite food.
I know that's
Everything's
what I mean.
like, this is pretty good. This is really good.
I just not good at words. So like a really good steak's up there.
Yeah.
If it's a good, let's say good sushi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every time he goes away for work. They go looking for Asian
Because
food.
Texas doesn't have good Asian food.
It doesn't.
Next time you guys come see us, you have to come with us to this sushi place near us. It is amazing. It's so good.
Is
Yeah.
the sushi cooked?
You can get
Well,
cooked sushi.
It's
You
not
can get cooked or uncooked.
You can get both.
I'm not a big fan of sushi.
I
You
had
can
her
do
get
like
sushi for a
shrimp
place that
tempura
once.
rolls.
Can I get dumplings instead?
Sure.
I'll eat dumplings.
Have you tried sushi?
Yes.
Like sushi?
Yeah. We
I
got,
don't like avocado and I don't like cream cheese.
we got some from a place here. Pretty much every roll either had avocado or cream cheese in it or both.
No, you need to come to our place. What has been the hardest thing about marriage so far?
Oh Jesus. I'm gonna pray away.
I can answer it for us.
I never had
No, Andrew, Austin has to answer it.
I don't know, like currently, like right now on my brain is like getting pregnant. But I mean, that's like a whole different,
Yeah,
like the crap that comes with that.
yeah.
Like the
The
emotion.
up and
The
downs.
crying and
The emotional roller coaster.
I
Yeah.
want to be by myself to deal with it, but also I know that like you need me too. It's just, it sucks. That's what it's in the hardest.
That is tough. Andrew, what would you say?
I can't really think of anything specific off the top of my head. I'm trying to see.
I would say us learning how to communicate our feelings together to each other.
Yeah, probably.
That's what we have the hardest time with is, like, if I'm having a really hard day, I need to really learn how to communicate that to him, and both of us learning how to communicate to each other what we're feeling.
Dad?
So over the years, there's been a few things. Early on, one of the hardest things we ever dealt with was births, which you guys spoke about not too long ago. The helpless feeling. I'm a fixer. That's my job. I fix things, right? And I couldn't fix Mom when she was sick. There was nothing that I could do. I felt so helpless because the person that I loved the most was hurting and I couldn't do anything about it. And we had a couple of tough bouts over the years. I have a drinking problem, and
Have or had?
well, I'm not drinking now, but if I did start drinking again, I would have a problem again.
Okay.
So I don't drink anymore. And when I did, I took it too far.
It got a little rough there for a while.
So I like my family better than alcohol.
Yes.
So.
And we've had, financial struggles over the years and work, difficulties and things like that. And, over 28 years, a lot happens. I will say that for you and I, when we got married and said our vows, we meant them. And, we really did commit to till death do us part. And even in the darkest times, I may have thought about it, wanting to leave, but I probably knew in my heart that I could never act on it. So, but yeah, it's, marriage is a journey.
Work.
Yeah, it's a journey, and you have to put in the work.
There are some days where you have to actively choose to love your partner, and there are some days where it just comes easier. But marriage is work. For anyone thinking that it's easy, it's not.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the same as being in a long-term relationship.
No.
What do you think our favorite thing is about you?
That I love her, I guess.
That's a good one.
More or less. So you
More or
put
less.
up with me and my bouts of craziness that happen more often than not.
You took my
We
answer.
love Andrew for that.
That's why we love Andrew.
I always see him as my rock. He's what's holding me down. He's what's keeping me sane. Because if I didn't have him, I don't know where I'd be right now.
He's that calm, steady force in your life.
Exactly. We're in that sense where we're opposites, because like if I'm always up in the clouds and he's always what brings me back down.
It's a good way to describe it.
I remember when you guys were dating, there was one time you were really upset about something, and I don't remember what it was, and you were like having almost a complete meltdown, and Andrew came up behind you and he just put his hands on your shoulders and he just kind of stroked your shoulders, and you like instantly calmed down.
Like you could see it just leave her.
Yes. And both Dad and I were like, whoa. We were really impressed because none of us could
Teach us.
get through.
Teach us, Andrew.
Teach us a wise
It was
son.
like he had, Monster in one hand and chocolate in the other and rubbed it on your shoulders.
What's my favorite thing about you?
Probably my computer. Just kidding.
More like my least favorite.
Yeah,
Computer.
probably how kind and gentle I am. No?
I mean, yeah, but no. What did you just make us do?
It's gotta be
Uh-huh.
Oh.
the dad jokes.
His humor. He has a really great sense of humor, and I can never, like, if I'm upset, he knows how to immediately make me laugh, even if I don't want to.
I can like make her mad, like furious mad, like gonna kill me mad.
I've
And
seen
I'll
it.
I'll look at her and I'll just go, You can't be mad forever.
And you're right.
Get out of whatever I was in. It's great. It's kind of like if you ever play Monopoly, you get out of jail free cards. Yeah, that's that one.
Except
Oh yeah, that's because I'm amazing.
What do you
Dad?
think my favorite thing about you is?
I think it's that I can build and fix anything.
our saying whenever we were younger was always, "Daddy can fix anything."
Fix anything.
Yes, that's definitely up there. What is the best present that we ever gave you guys? I know Dad's.
I think I know it too.
The baton was pretty sick.
The what?
But she gave me a baton for Christmas.
Austin's a band director,
Oh yeah.
so he uses a baton, and he didn't have one. So I got him one for Christmas,
And then my kids broke it. It was sick.
and then I bought him another one.
The cologne was pretty good too.
Yeah. So this Christmas was our first Christmas together. And I did like a gift for each of the 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, smell. And I got him, so I got him cologne. We actually got each other the same set of flannel sheets from Target.
That's
Which
hilarious.
Which was your touch?
Yeah, that was feel. And then I got him a baton
Yep.
for, I guess that was for sound.
Yeah, it was for sound. And you got me the movie for sight.
No. Oh. Okay. I don't remember what
And
else.
the
I got.
cologne for smell. And I don't remember what
Oh, and then I got you coffee for taste.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
I think the best present you ever got me was the perfume. I
Yeah.
have my favorite perfume, and he got it for me for Valentine's Day. He had like,
Marc Jacobs Daisy.
yeah, he had like no money.
I taught lessons that
He taught lessons that day specifically so he could go buy me perfume for
Oh.
Valentine's Day.
I literally taught at 2 schools and then went to the Pennies right next to where I was, and I had like $4 left to last me like I don't know, a week. Awesome.
Andrew, what was the best gift Morgan ever got you?
I really do too many gifts.
Yeah, we feel more obligated to get gifts for other people than each other for like
Holidays.
anniversary, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really get each other gifts more often than not. But there is one thing I can think of
You
that was
got-
pretty cool.
Got me the swords sort of online. Like,
Hmm.
was that our senior year?
Yeah.
Must have
Yeah,
been.
you guys were dating. You got him that sword. He was like,
Yeah.
I don't remember if that. I just didn't remember if it was before or after
Yeah.
we graduated.
We watched this show called Sword Art Online, and the main character has these 2 swords, and I got one sword for his birthday and one sword for Christmas because they're right next to each other. And that was the biggest gift I've ever gotten him, and also with my own money, because now also while we're married we have a joint bank account, so it's like, you know, it's as if we're buying gifts for each other almost, or
Harder to
buying gifts
surprise.
for ourselves with our own money. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So it's not the same as like actually truly getting someone a gift with your own money.
It does make it harder to surprise when
Yeah,
you share
exactly.
them.
But I would say the best gift that you got me was either equally the sword or Tekken 7. The
Which is a
sword
video
because
game.
it arrived at the house the day he left for basic training, and we had just said goodbye. So it arrived like at the perfect moment. I like
Aw.
stopped forever. And then Tekken was a Christmas present that you surprised me with. Because I had completely forgotten I asked for it like years and years ago, because the only reason I bought a PlayStation 4 was to play Tekken 7, but it didn't come out for like 3 years.
Mhm.
What was
Dad?
yours, David?
So there's a couple. There's
I know one.
two for sure that they really surprised me. So one year, mind you, we live in Texas, okay, so this is cool. I got an AR-15.
Mm-hmm.
She wrapped it in a brick.
No,
Well, she
she
wrapped
wrapped
the
a
paper.
picture of the AR-15 in a box with a brick in it, and when
Mm-hmm.
I opened it, and I was very surprised.
Well, but that was also because for months before I was telling you
Yes, no, you don't need an AR-15. What do you need that for?
Exactly.
I remember helping you wrap it.
Yeah.
The other surprise was Opal, our puppy.
Mhm.
So one year, my wife is very involved in dog rescue, and we used to get pregnant mamas in all the time, and the mamas would give birth in our house, and we'd have like a dozen puppies in the house and so on. Well, she was involved in this dog rescue, and there were some puppies at someone else's house, and she showed me the pictures, and there's this beautiful white dog with blue eyes. And so I grabbed her phone without her knowing, and I texted her friend, and I said, hey, is the white puppy with the blue eyes still available? I was thinking of giving it to Dave for Christmas. And then sent the message. Well, she saw it and actually got me the dog for Christmas.
But,
Yeah.
but I surprised him because I was like, we are not getting another dog.
Yeah.
We can't have.
We had two already.
We had 2 dogs at the time, and I was like, we are not getting another dog. And Morgan and Andrew were at Andrew's parents for Christmas morning, and she went by the Foster's house and picked her up and brought her over Christmas morning, and we put a bow on her, and he was really surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I was very happy.
And he's like, I got a puppy for Christmas.
It only took 50 years.
I don't know what, I mean, you've gotten me so many presents over the years. It's really hard to pin something that you like completely surprised me with.
The trip?
Which one?
Phoenicia?
Well, that, yeah. So we had only been married, a couple of months at that point.
Yeah.
And he said, when I got home from work on a Friday, he's like, yeah, we're going to so-and-so's house for dinner. And, we're going to go hang out. And so I was like, okay. So I was trying to get ready and I couldn't find my jeans. And he's like, okay, well, he says, oh, maybe I left them in the car, because we lived in an apartment at the time. And we would go to laundromats to do our laundry. And so he went and got the jeans out of the car and said that they must have fallen out of the laundry basket back from the laundry. And we get in the car and we're driving, and we drove past the exit that we needed to get off to go to our friend's house. And I'm like, where are we going? He's like, don't worry about it. And he ended up surprising me. He took me away to this little bed and breakfast in upstate New York, packed all my clothes for me, completely surprised me, but bless his heart, did not pack any toiletries for me.
Well, that's the one thing that I could not pack because she would know.
So I had nothing. So we had to go to Walmart or whatever.
They didn't have Walmart in that little town.
Take note.
Wherever it was to get, I had to get like a hair dryer and makeup. I had to get everything because I had nothing. But it was, that was a good weekend.
Andrew and Austin, do you know the name of our first childhood pet?
I have no idea.
I don't remember who it is. I have it could be one.
I know that's what I said to Mom the other day.
You had a doll named after it.
Yes.
I never met them then.
Yes, you did.
I don't
She was
remember.
a baby.
I don't remember this pet.
I
I
remember.
remember the other one from North Carolina.
I don't know. Cece? I don't know.
Close.
Chelsea.
That was cool.
I would consider my first pet to be Pebbles.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I could see that for Morgan because she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it before, but I just don't, like, it was in
So-
passing, I guess.
When we first got married and we rented a house after our first year, I think we got Chelsea before Loran was born, right?
I was pregnant.
And we went to a shelter and we adopted a black lab mix, brought her home, and she was the best dog around Loran. I mean, Loran could pull her whiskers, she could climb all over her. In fact, Loran used to stand on her back to look out the window that was behind the sofa. And then we had Morgan, and Chelsea was like, another kid? I've had enough. And then she was like, hid
Yeah, she didn't really hang out with us.
She
that
didn't
much
hang out anymore. She was like, I'm done.
Poor thing. And
When
then
did
we
you
moved
guys
to
get Tigger.
Tigger was the cat.
Yes, I know, but when did you get him?
Before we had Chelsea, Daddy had found her. She was a stray kitten that he had found at a job site, and brought her home. That
That sounds familiar.
yeah.
That's how we got a lot of our pets
That's
growing
how we
up.
got Molly.
Yeah, yeah. All of our pets have been rescue pets, with the exception of
Gibson.
our poodle that we had, Gibson. We actually paid for him, and he he was a nightmare.
They should have paid us.
But he lived a very long life, and he's in doggy heaven now.
Do you remember what we wore on our first date?
Yup.
What did I wear?
So, what I think is, I know for sure that you wore the sweater thing that's like, it's not Argyle, it's plaid. It's the red and black plaid with the L on it.
Uh-huh.
You wore
It was a
black
vest.
shirt, a black shirt with
Mhm.
jeans,
Uh-huh.
and I don't remember what shoes you had, but I'm sure they're like black boots or something like that.
Good job, Austin.
Now, our
Yeah, but
first date
they're-
was most recent. It wasn't that
Exactly.
long ago.
Andrew, do you remember what Morgan? Did you guys even? Well, yeah, you did. We met at Jason's, but do you even remember what she was wearing?
No.
I don't even
I'll
remember.
say, unless you dressed up, probably like jeans and a t-shirt.
I'm more than likely it was skinny jeans, a nice-ish t-shirt, and sneakers. More than likely is what I wore.
So I was probably wearing like jeans and a polo. So I
You
can't imagine.
you were wearing probably either basketball shorts or cargo shorts and a
It
t-shirt.
was February, so it would have been cold. So I would have worn jeans.
Okay,
were
you would have
wearing-
worn jeans then and a t-shirt.
You were wearing khakis, a button-up, and your hoodie over the button-up.
Wait, Austin wear
Yeah,
pants?
and tennis
What?
shoes.
Wear
He
pants all
didn't
the
wear
time.
shorts until he met me, and I bought him shorts.
Really?
Yeah,
The first few months you guys dated, I only saw him.
he wore
wearing,
basketball shorts, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, even like dressy now,
Oh,
wears like khaki shorts.
Well, I mean, generally, like, as a teacher in a band hall, the band hall is always cold because generally you have like a ton of kids in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the room has to be cold. So wearing pants is like, well, of course you have to wear pants because you're teaching, but it's like, that's all I had because it's always cold. So why not wear pants instead of shorts?
He still wears pants to work.
Andrew
I
lives.
always wear pants to work. Don't let that get out that I don't wear pants to work.
It's too hot in Texas most of the year to wear anything but shorts.
Dad, what did Mom wear on your first date?
What was it?
I don't think we had like.
We
a
didn't really
first
have a first
date.
date because we
hung out together all the time.
yeah, so it was like I remember the night or
You asked me to be your girlfriend.
asked you to be my girlfriend. It was out on the porch of the church,
Mm-hmm.
But I
May
don't-
8th.
You remember the day you asked her to be your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Did you say, hey, we're going steady or what?
No, I asked her if she wanted to be my girlfriend.
Oh, that's pretty.
I don't even remember what we were wearing. I remember the cologne you were wearing because you bathed in it. He had worn the cologne once before, and I had commented that I liked it. And so that night, when I went to go sit next to him at church, it was like, oh, I was smacked in the face with it.
Aww.
It was
Were
cute.
you sweating cologne?
Were you nervous? I
No.
don't think you were nervous.
The only time I was nervous was when we went on that roller skating thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because like
You knew
said,
that I liked
knew
you.
that you liked me, but still the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
When were you the most nervous then, or when you asked her to marry you?
Oh, I wasn't nervous at all when I asked her to marry me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
When
knew
were
what
you-
the answer would be?
When were you the most nervous? I know when I was the most nervous with our first date, because we'd never met before.
When were you most nervous?
Gosh, I don't know.
When you asked me to marry you?
For what?
No, I wasn't nervous at all. I knew you were going to say yes.
Either asking me to marry you
Um,
or asking me
I
out.
think Andrew was nervous when he asked you to marry him because
It was
That
in
was-
front of
the
everybody.
That was a lot more public.
family
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm. It was really cute though.
It was.
Did it take so long for you to propose to her because you were nervous?
No, I was genuinely trying to see if there was somewhere better than where we started.
I feel that. I don't know.
It was sweet though. I'm
'Cause I-
glad we got to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I had never been to the Riverwalk before, so I didn't know if there was like somewhere else like that maybe was a little nicer down the way.
I've never really felt nervous, to be honest.
Well, that's good.
I don't know. Everything with you felt right. So
Aww. You don't have to sleep on the couch tonight.
He never sleeps on
I
the
might
couch.
sleep on the couch tonight.
Oh yeah, we got new couches, so they're comfy.
Okay, who spends the most money?
Me.
Do you? He also never says no to me. So if I ask for something, he's like, yeah, sure, get it, baby, of course. If he asks for something, a lot of the times I say no.
I'm a yes man. She's a no woman. This is how it works. I just say yes, dear, and go with the flow.
Well, we know who spends the most money in our relationship.
Yeah.
I think we could
spend
all
it on
answer
you.
that one.
You spend it on me. Yeah, right. Daddy likes nice things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're going to plead the fifth.
No, you can't. You got to answer.
Who spends
Andrew.
more money? I know who spends more money.
I know the answer to this one. Andrew, would you like to tell us?
Trevor spends more than I do.
Yeah, but your stuff's always more expensive, so you save for it more.
That's how I feel, right? The
Like,
things that he buys are way more expensive for one thing.
Okay, sure, except like it's not like you buy cheap things every now and again, and then I buy expensive things even rarer, so it balances out. You buy like 8 cheap things a day. You're like, they're only $10 each, but you just spent $80.
It's like, we spent $5 million, but like, you
I think that's why you were like, how did I
$10
spend so much
million
on
times.
food?
I know, it's hard.
Because you went to Sonic like every day. It was only like $3 every time. When you do that 14 times.
It adds up.
So good.
Definitely adds up. How did you know we were the one? Dun, 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 dun.
I kind of already alluded to this, but like, it just felt right. It was just like, after so we talked for about a month, and we were like super in line with all of our beliefs and whatnot. And then I came and I met your family, and then, well, your mom and dad, and then like you met my mom and my grandma and my dad and my other grandpa, and it just,
We were always comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Like there was never a time where I felt uncomfortable, even with your friends and family. Like,
Oh yeah, that was another thing. It's like, you fit in with my friends, and
Got the seal of approval from the friends.
I love my friends, and we get crazy sometimes. Not in the sense of like we like get like blaring, drinking, and like go
No, but
burn
you
down
guys are
at
nerdy.
school. But like,
But they play Magic.
like one of our first things that we did together was we played Family Feud at this kitchen table, and one of my buddies was the co-host, and he ran into his room, grabbed this microphone that he just had,
put on a blazer.
put on a blazer, and was like, "Welcome to Family Feud."
He was Steve Harvey, even though he'd never seen the show
He'd never seen
before.
the show before in his life.
That's
And he fit right in.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of knew, like, it's like, yeah, I love you.
He
What's
told me
next?
he loved me after a week.
Come on. Come on.
I did no such thing. I don't know what you're talking about. I love you and I love you are two completely different things.
Right.
I think I knew before that.
I think I
Andrew,
did.
how did you know? When did you, or how did you know when Morgan was the one?
I guess you put up with me.
You're not
100%.
hard to put up with.
Sure, but like at the time, you were, like awkward teenager, and you still talks to me. And we were just, I don't know, compatible. It was easy to talk to.
He's a very socially awkward person, so I think
So
it was
are
the
you.
fact that finding each other of someone of equally easily talkable to words
English.
was nice. And out of his other options, I actually liked him back.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow.
Dad, how did you know Mom was the one?
It was, I would look back and think back, and I couldn't remember life without her when we were dating.
Aw.
It was like,
Or
it
imagine
was-
your future without her.
yeah, it was like it always was. And, you know, and that was pretty early on. It was right after she kissed me the first time.
We already settled that debate on our first podcast.
I'm here to defend myself.
Okay, if there was a fire, what would be the one thing that we ran back in to save other than you and or an animal?
The instruments that I currently have at home, because the school owns them and not us.
Yeah. No, but what would I run in and save?
Probably.
I'm trying to think of something that
your
we
iPad.
I'm trying to think of something that like we have that isn't replaceable.
Yeah, but if you make it out of the fire, I have everything.
Andrew's randomly calculating the percentage of our lives that we've spent together.
Oh, he's such a nerd.
It's just over 29%.
Oh my god.
I think I would save either our wedding album or like one of the things we have on the wall of like our guest book, or the one with our invitation, my hairpiece, and stuff.
What would I run back and save?
Other than the dogs?
Other than the dogs and the cat.
Boy, I don't know.
Yeah,
Our
There is-
baby books.
To Mom, there's nothing else.
Hello.
They're hidden away in a closet. They'd be too difficult to get to.
If I have my animals, I'm good. I don't.
She'd leave me behind and take the dogs.
Probably.
Maybe
That
you a
sucks.
Louie.
Andrew, what would Morgan run back in and get?
I don't know, actually. There's nothing I can immediately think of.
Your wedding dress?
Maybe like,
No.
Care about that.
I was like, I don't care about that. Like maybe like the wedding album.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know where your wedding album is.
This is true. If she knew where it was.
No, I don't like it. I honestly don't. 90% of our wedding pictures I do not like because I think I look terrible in them.
No.
You look great.
You look beautiful.
Easy question for Dad. What is our favorite movie?
Well, I know what Mom's favorite movie is. I know what Loran's favorite movie is. And I'm guessing yours is the same.
No, I have no idea what my favorite movie is. We'll find
It
out.
would be The Princess Bride.
That's not my favorite movie.
That is not Loran's favorite movie.
It is.
Yeah,
Loran's
yours-
favorite movie is a Disney movie.
Anything on Hallmark.
Disney.
The movie of the week on Hallmark is your
Okay,
favorite
I guess the
movie.
better question is which Disney movie is my favorite?
Beauty and the Beast?
No. It's a close second.
Cinderella?
Moana?
No.
Frozen.
Snow White? I
No.
don't know.
Are we gonna
You told me
name
Beauty
every
and the
No,
Beast.
actually the Disney movie isn't my favorite.
Oh God, what? Now I'm stumped.
Your favorite movie
Da,
ever?
da, 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 da,
Harry
da,
Potter?
da.
Oh.
Oh,
Harry
Okay.
Potter for sure.
Harry Potter.
I don't know what Morgan's favorite movie is. Toy Story?
I don't really have a favorite movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
It depends on the genre. I'm the kind of person that has a favorite movie per genre. So like my favorite like kids movie is Toy Story because of the nostalgic part of it. I have a favorite like do I have a favorite comedy? I would say my favorite comedy would be The Princess Bride because it's hilarious and amazing and wonderful. I have different favorite series. So yes, I do love the Harry Potter series. I love the Matrix series. I love Star Wars minus the last 3. Only the original 6 are the good ones. I like
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Really?
The original 6 Star Wars movies are the best ones. Preferably the original 3, 4 through 6 are the best ones. And then I really like Lord of the Rings series. I like series movies.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else? What other movies do I like?
Okay.
Oh, the Conjuring series. Those are really good for horror movies.
Dad, what's... No, we already answered that. Next question.
Well, what about our favorite movies?
Austin's favorite movie. Oh, God, I have no idea.
Dad's favorite movie is
Old school.
2.
What?
There's
Old
2.
school.
Caddyshack.
That's one.
And the
Middle
Blues
school.
Brothers.
No, it was the Blues Brothers and Jaws.
Jaws. Blues Brothers and Jaws.
Ugh,
Good movies.
Exactly.
I like the Blues Brothers.
I've never seen Jaws.
It's
You have to see Jaws.
It's okay.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of movies. But
What is your favorite movie?
I was singing the Blues Brothers, didn't I?
I would.
I think.
So, prefacing this, I do not watch a lot of movies at all.
Never.
I really liked Ghost Rider, actually.
With Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
that
thought it was
was a
cool.
good movie.
I didn't laugh.
Yeah.
What?
And once again, I don't watch a lot of movies. And then I like Interstellar.
Oh no, no,
Interstellar's really good.
no! It's not really good at all.
Don't they die in the end?
Yes,
No.
everyone dies.
The main actor is still alive at the end of the movie.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when I'm crying through an entire movie, it's not a good movie.
You cry through a lot of movies, though.
It doesn't matter.
That's probably one of
Or
I would say your favorite's Interstellar. Or
I don't know about favorite.
Aren't you a big Star Wars fan,
I don't
Austin?
know about big Star Wars, but I watched it.
yeah, what's your favorite?
I don't know.
Anything Loran likes.
Pride of the Yankees. That's
I've
pretty good.
never seen that movie before.
That's super old. It's like,
You like baseball movies.
yeah, but it's really old. It tells the story of Lou Gehrig and like
Oh.
Babe Ruth stars in the movie.
Oh,
In the
that's
movie.
cool.
What's the name of the
Really
movie?
cool to like see the actual story.
Pride of the
Lou Gehrig.
Yankees.
I don't know. It's made in 93. Or not, sorry, 1932.
Cool.
It's old.
Okay. If we had $500 to spend on anything, what would we spend it on?
It's a low amount of money.
For Morgan, it's makeup.
For sure, 100%. Makeup, skincare, nails,
Hands
something along those lines.
Whatever.
Easy.
Fine.
Are they wrong?
No.
Your classroom.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Mom would buy something for the house, like carpets for in front of the doors, or
Placemats,
yeah, something like that.
pillows.
Mm-hmm.
If I had $500, there'd be another guitar in the rack.
Oh God, we know
If
this.
Austin had $500, it would be either on magic cards
Whoa,
or something for his computer.
probably.
Andrew would probably spend $500 on something for his computer too,
Like another monitor.
because he
He has
doesn't have
four.
enough.
Because 6 isn't enough.
No, he has
I only have
4.
4. I don't know what
only
I'd do
have
with the
4.
5th, though. And there's really nothing in like the $500 range that I could do with my computer.
Oh God.
Wow.
So then, what's the next biggest upgrade that you would do then for your computer?
So I mean,
Or how much
is,
would it cost?
well, as is, it's fine. I would probably like another year or two. I'd probably have to upgrade it, which would be most of a new computer,
Uh-huh.
like at least $1,000.
That's my birthday present, I think.
Computer.
You haven't decided yet.
It's a toss up. Depends.
Well, thanks for joining us this week. We hope
This
that
was
you
a
guys
fun
got
one.
yeah, we hope you guys got to know us and our relationships a little bit more and
Mhm.
our husbands. And I think I enjoyed having Dad on here because Dad's a man of few words. And so like hearing Dad talk about his relationship with Mom was really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But thanks for joining us wherever you're listening. And we would love if you could like, follow, or subscribe, or if you gave us a 5-star rating. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And if you have advice or questions or topic ideas, feel free to email us at bestfamilyontheblock@gmail.com. And we can't wait to see you next time.